It's in the game. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UConn Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously saw he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal, and a chance for the defense to get out of this by forcing a field goal try. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he's stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Rides the back on the option to give. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Brings it down on the right side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for a man. It's Canty. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know.
Driving for the goal line. Loose football. And the defense got it.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
UConn going back to work on offense. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Quickly complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field, he just did it. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They just keep firing. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Canty. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Scanning the field, it's Canty. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got enough for the first down. He's loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. He got it! They will score! Touchdown Vols! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here is the Tennessee offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Canty. Puts it out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. UConn going back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He caught it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Canty. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll leave it with him. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the balls are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires on the move. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The UConn offense goes back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds space on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UConn. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over Liberty. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Canty. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
UConn going back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Unloads quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on them.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But